Good morning and welcome to the YouTube. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm pretty excited. Even though it is day 3,747 of lockdown, this is my quarantine hair, but I want to share with you what I've been doing over the last 4 weeks to keep fit. More importantly, because we're all a little bit bonkers right now, to keep sane, because at the weekend, normally we do this.
It's another beautiful day in paradise. Let me show you the water. Look at that butter.
It's full charge?
Yeah, man. Okay, so we're in lockdown. I live in the Middle East. We are under curfew between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. We can go out during the day, but there's not a lot of point. One, we're trying to keep safe, and B, there's nothing open anyway. So the supermarket's really the only place to go. So I've got a lot more free time on my hands. And I've been investing that time into two things. One, growing ridiculous quarantine hair. The other is trying to get as good as I can at the gymnastic rings. The gymnastic rings they're cheap, they're easy. I've got a gym here in the building, but that's shut as well. So I needed something to keep me fit, keep me strong whilst we're in this lockdown period. And whilst I could do the rings before, I could do muscle ups and so on, which I've done in CrossFit gyms previously. I wanted to see what else was possible. So I went online, I learned as much as I could. I know some gymnasts as well. I was asking them tips online. And I learned a hell of a lot within a 3-week period. So on social media, on stories and whatnot, I was getting a lot of messages asking from some people who had already bought gymnastic rings from Seamless Stuff, how to begin. So that kind of gave me the idea of this sort of vlog, tutorial, whatever you want to call it, just to sort of consolidate what I've learned, put it out there for people who might enjoy that sort of content. It's still a journey for me. I am no Olympic gymnast. So I'm hoping that this is going to develop me as well, and that some people out there can come along with that journey and sort of help me progress as much as I can help you. So let's get started. Okay, so why gymnastic rings? Well, in my sport, you gotta have strong shoulders, and during this lockdown time, if you don't continue the strength of not just the big muscle groups, but all the fixating little muscle groups as well, then you're gonna have a problem when you get back out of quarantine onto the water, and you're just gonna get a pop shoulder. So I wanted something that was gonna prevent injury as well as keeping me incredibly strong, but more importantly, and that's what this does, because it's an unsteady platform, it reaffirms the connection from your brain to the motor units all around the body, so you maintain more control. And I'm 41, I can't take any chances, almost 42, and I plan to compete and do my sport as far into the future injury-free as I possibly can. I'm going to show you how to set the rings up. I'm going to show you where to begin, I'm going to scale everything, so this is going to be for everyone, not just athletes, not just people who can already do stuff on the rings, but this is going to be designed so that everyone can get some value out of it and start getting stronger and start getting fitter in this time of lockdown and quarantine. Okay, so you're only going to need two things, and that is a set of gymnastic rings. You can buy them incredibly cheaply. I think I've seen some on Amazon for £30. Not sure what the quality was. These are from Decathlon. I think they were about £50 at the time, maybe a little less. The other thing you're going to need is some chalk. So you can either go with Olympic lifting chalk and powerlifting chalk, or do what I've done and go for a rock climbing pouch just so it doesn't spill everywhere, and it comes in little net balls which you can only get a little bit out at a time, and it's just a lot more efficient that way. So if you want to do something different during lockdown, if you want to get a little bit fitter, a little bit stronger, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can see when I load the first tutorial and all the tutorials after that. In the meantime, I'm going to put a video here to show you guys where I've got in the last 3 weeks. Hey, it's not over. So I'm going to release a video in a couple of days where I'm going to show you how to set the rings up and how to get started. So until then, peace out.